lost in a country. I am having ox for dinner. I hope I find a bus to Bontoc. Now I cannot find my debit card. But I am in someone's backyard, but they have a BMW. After waiting for 2 hours, literally 2 hours. Yeah, this is how I'm going to. The story of how it took me 3 cabs, 5 buses, 1 airplane, 1 jeepney, 1 tuk-tuk, a 30-minute hike and almost 32 hours of non-stop travel to reach Puskalan. It's 4 a.m. and I am headed to the airport from Lapu-Lapu, Cebu City to Manila for yet another adventure that I had been awaiting from the age of 17. And here I am finally. Well, my plan was to fly from Lapu-Lapu to Manila, take a bus from Manila to Baguio, another bus from Baguio to Bontoc, and maybe a tuk-tuk from Bontoc to Buskalan. But things don't always go according to plan, do they? So here I am at the airport. My flight got rescheduled and it is earlier now. So I don't know exactly, like even the flight has changed. Flight number and everything, so I've got to figure all of that out. I just hope I make it on time. Also, even the domestic airport here is called International. So the domestic airport is called Mactan International Airport, which is a little confusing. So here I am at the airport. I have to go to 41. Rush. Check-in is open already. Things are getting challenging since yesterday. Like some stupid thing is happening. My storage getting full, this, that. Now my baggage is 2 kilos extra. Now I cannot find my debit card. So I had to withdraw money from my credit card. I am having fun. Very, very like lovely. I was a little irritated. But all that irritation melted away as soon as I got on that flight and looked at Philippines from above. And that is how Manila looks. It reminds me of the Coldplay song. You know, the one that goes, Paradise. Here I am at the Manila airport. And honestly, if you're taking a domestic flight in Philippines, go for the local, like Cebu Pacific or something. I did not have the best experience with AirAsia, honestly. It was, I don't know, I don't like it. Now I'm waiting for my baggage for the last 15 to 20 minutes. With Cebu Pacific, I didn't really have to wait much because they're like, okay, just get your baggage inside. So my data has gotten over and I don't have a Filipino account to recharge it online. So I've got these lovely cops helping me refill my data. He didn't even ask, like he didn't even take money from me. He said it's okay. Filipino people and their culture, like wow. So random, but the police officer is like, yeah, I take you to Intramuros. And what better and safer way to explore the city than with a police officer? So I don't know if I will meet him or what. But for now, we are going to Buskalan and I am so excited to go to Buskalan. So I took a bus from the terminal and I'm going to the main bus terminal. From there I get a bus to Baguio, then yet another bus, couple of buses, and then I finally reach my destination. If you're wondering why I didn't take a cab directly to Buskalan or why I wasn't a part of one of those tour groups, is because A, the cab was as expensive as my round trip flight ticket from India to Philippines, and B, if you're wondering why I didn't do one of those tour groups, is because I couldn't find any and the ones I searched for were already booked. So from Terminal 4 I'm taking another bus to the main bus stop. The first bus costed me 50 pesos, this one 150 pesos, and I am the only one in the whole bus except for the driver, obviously. So another 20 minutes of ride. I have reached the Victory bus terminal. Now I'm just gonna get my breakfast really quick and then get on a bus to Baguio. I see the bus already. So I'm having cup noodles. So that's the bus to Baguio. I got my breakfast and then I went to get my ticket where I got the worst news of the day which made me wait a lot. Available was at 12:30. The buses are booked. I got a trans passenger bus. The bus is scheduled at 12:30. It's 10:30. The buses were full before that. So if you're coming here, please pre-book your buses. Nobody told me this. Now I am waiting. I don't know whether I will make it on time and come back on time. So yeah, system is like so bad here. Jeepneys and bikes are so much better. Like if it's showing you 4 hours on Google Map, add 2 to 3 hours minimum. Because something or the other is always going wrong. I am from a third world country. Like we have buses every. It's just super bad. But luckily for me, whenever I am super irritated, the universe strikes back and I find comfort in clouds and sometimes in drug sniffing dogs. Look at this cute. Dressed, but it should go. Has provided in its service. Good boy. Good boy. After waiting for 2 hours, literally 2 hours, I get a bus. Now let's see how long this is going to take. I don't know if I'll be able to make it to Buskalan and come back, honestly. But yeah, I'm just going to take it as it comes, and I'm a little pissed because let's see, man. Let's just see. My way, and I met this beautiful lady. I had no food, and she offered me some food. And it was she has a piggery. She has a rice farm. And I think bus ride will just go smoothly with her next to me. The lady told me about the life of a Filipino farmer and how things have changed over the course of years, how machinery is replacing human labor because it's cheap and also because it's easier to take care of. She also gave me insights on the Panag Benga festival happening in Baguio, which was happening around the same time I was there in February, and I was hoping to catch a glimpse of it. I think it's about an hour. We just stopped in the middle to use the comfort room. I might get something to eat from here because I've just had a bowl of ramen and egg since morning. Taking a Pandesal. There is this bakery, and I might take a chili dog sandwich, cheese dog sandwich. Is it chicken or pork? This torta. Puto egg, which is very funny because puto in Spanish is. Why is it called puto egg? I also got this cucumber and lime juice. So I'm going to take this on the bus. There's other things also like more filling stuff. But when I travel, like there's ramen and noodle and like proper thukpa type dishes. But when I travel, I prefer eating light. So drink. Let's try the tuna. Interesting. It's yummy. But the filling is a little less for me. More bread, less filling. But it's nice. I like it. This is a good snack to have. That was chicken. This is tuna. And tuna is a lot better. Chicken was a bit dry. But tuna is nice. I like tuna better. Having this puto egg. Very soft. It's like a savory muffin. With this view. I was hoping to catch the Panag Benga festival happening in Baguio. It usually happens in February, so if you're planning your visit, do plan it in February if you're into arts and culture. Unfortunately, I couldn't catch the festival, but I did catch some immaculate views. Philippines is full of such beautiful churches, oh my god. And the views have never failed to put me in awe. Philippines is famous for its beaches, but I think people should also explore the mountains. I felt some spiritual connection that I have rarely felt in any other place in the world. I kid you not, I mean, It was so enchantingly beautiful. I was so tired, but I didn't feel like sleeping because I couldn't stop looking out of the window. And at one point, we were riding in the midst of clouds. Not kidding, literally in the midst of clouds. Literally driving in the midst of clouds. Can you see how foggy it is? Clouds. 6:20 and I have reached the terminal in Baguio. Now I'm going to take a deluxe bus to Bontoc, which might I think take about 8 more hours. So the bus does not go to Bontoc directly from here. I have to take a taxi to go to Bontoc and to go to the terminal that takes me to the bus to Bontoc. I've gotten on a cab and I'm going to the bus terminal. So about 15 minutes later, I think we've almost reached the bus terminal. So he dropped me at the wrong terminal and now I have to take a jeepney to the Bontoc terminal. Fun! I am having fun. I am lost, but it is fun. So I have taken a jeepney to the other bus terminal. I hope I find a bus to Bontoc. I don't know if I will, but let's see. I'm so excited. I'm on another cab. I am trying to find the bus to Kalinga. I hope God, please, I make it somehow. I take this night bus and I just go there. Unfortunately, I missed the last bus to Bontoc, but I had to adapt. I did not come this far only to come this far. So I looked at the buses around me and I saw a bus named Tabuk. I put on Google Maps how far Tabuk is from Bouskalan. It showed about 2 hours and I told myself, okay, let's just get on this bus and then we can figure out how to get there once we are nearer to Bouskalan. We made it and Bontoc is not the bus. The first taxi driver dropped me to the right spot. I am going to Kalinga in this bus, Tabuk, and it's at 9 p.m. I'm just going to charge my phone. I am so happy I finally get to go there. Let's see if I can vlog. Let's see if I can make it to the village tomorrow. Well, I have gotten lost in the most beautiful way possible, but I have found my way. So it's time to celebrate with a meal, something warm and comforting. So let's see what they have here. What is it? What is this? Is this pork or chicken? Moo. Chicken? Do you have chicken? So you put chicken in that? Okay. And it's like a soup? Okay. Small bowl.
What?
What? Mommy?
Yes.
Mommy? Okay, there is something called Goto and Mami. Mami? That in the noodle that you showed me is Mami.
Yes.
You eat that with Goto?
Yes.
Okay, and this? This is what? Chicken?
Yes.
Okay.
We can mix this one into the...
Okay, do that. Mix and give. Finally, I reached this place. I got lost and I had a proper solo trip experience. I'm so happy. What's your name? Marlene?
Yes.
I'm Nidhi. Eat Mami. As a Hindi speaker, I know that sounds so bad. Like noodle. Your standard noodle. Now she's putting some lime, garlic,
Yes. We need to put this.
and what is that?
Put a little...
Pepper?
Yeah.
Okay.
Garlic.
Garlic, yes. There goes the pepper. Yeah.
Yes.
Homely meal that I need after a long day of traveling. I don't know what that is. What is that?
See.
What is that made of?
Made of... Here in Baguio.
Huh?
Made of what is
Okay, some local thing.
I
This is my Goto. It's ready. Let's taste test it. Nice. It's like a porridge. It's very comforting. I think if that is definitely not chicken. She told me it's chicken. It's not chicken. I don't know what it is. I mixed it. You have to mix it, and it is ox meat. It's not beef. I checked it online. I'm lost in a country. I am having ox for dinner, and I'm happy. An animal lover like me could have never thought that I'd be okay with eating meat. And sometimes you just have to give in and immerse yourself in the culture of the country that you're in. And I took a nap. I'm going to take a nap again because, yeah, this is how I'm going to go to the village because it's quite cold and I've been traveling for the whole day, and I will reach tomorrow morning at either 7 or 9 a.m. and then I have to hike up, go get the tattoo and come back again, do the whole traveling again. So yeah, for rest now. But how could I sleep with views like that? All I could do was sing a song like City of Stars, are you shining just for me? 3 a.m. and we've stopped for comfort room. It's quite cold. I will probably reach there by 7 or 9. Let's see. And then I woke up to an accident. It was a bit scary because, there was me having the best time of my life. But it could have also been me having the worst time of life. Just a gentle reminder of how funnily unpredictable life can be sometimes. Moments like these that make life feel so raw and real remind me to enjoy where I am at the present moment. Because you just never know what could happen next. The people who met with that accident probably didn't think that, something like this could happen to them. But yeah. We got down from the bus. Now I am taking a tricycle to a jeepney, and the jeepney will take me to Guskaland. Here we are in a rickshaw. Turns out I got lost in translation and this vehicle did not take me to my destination. The washroom. So here I am in someone's backyard, but they have a BMW. So I did not go to the van because apparently there is a bus that is going near Bontoc. So I am going to Bugnain from Kalinga in this bus. Let's see how long it takes. It's almost 7:30. After waking up to an accident, driving in these rugged, rough roads while it was pouring heavily, it was not very easy. But honestly, I was not as scared as you'd think I'd be. I was just calm and serene because I was in nature and I just had accepted my fate. I mean, even if something had to happen, what is it that I could possibly do, right? I mean, I'm already in the bus. I can't do anything. Just have my faith and move along. And in a beautiful, calm place like this, I couldn't really panic much. I was just calm. I have finally made it to the village. The bus costed me about 250, and now I'm going to take a tuk-tuk to the village where Rangod lives, and I can't believe I made it here. Look at this. Look at this. It is there's a river flowing. The weather is clear. Yeah, this is the checkpoint. So yeah, here is the village. Here we go up from here. Oh, another tuk-tuk, and I am so close to Rangod. I can't believe the promise that I made to myself when I was in college. I'm finally doing that. the roads here are quite dangerous to ride on. So I also saw 2 cars topple down today while I was playing with the rain. Like I saw 2 accidents happen right in front of my eyes while coming here, and I was just feeling the rain and the clouds in my hair, and it just reminded me of how brutal life can be and how beautiful life can be. Like, there was me, it could have been me, but I'm so just grateful, beyond grateful for the experience that I'm having.
Bhuskalan, you're a beauty. But even in a place so remote, people recognize India in the name of Shah Rukh Khan.
Shah Rukh Khan, yeah. So here I am at the checkpoint. We just registered our name and then we hike up the village to go meet the legend. So I have to book a guide. I am staying here overnight. I'm booking the overnight guide and then I will leave for Bontoc tomorrow morning and reach Manila by night. And now we have to hike for about 45 minutes to get to see her. I am so excited. I did not get the tattoo appointment today, but I will get a tattoo tomorrow. So I'm staying in the village overnight. So excited. I'm very emotional. But yeah. There is a hike. The bag will go down this line and it will reach there, and then I will hike up there to the mountains. I'm sending my bag through this zip line over there. So we are going to hike. Here's my guide, Landi and Nidhi. So we have to trek up for like about 30 to 40 minutes, and it's a beautiful view, so I'm not complaining at all. Buttock? No, kind of. Here I am at the beautiful Bhuskalan village. Almost there. After a hike, we made it to the village. Look at the view.